Pero ano, FYI, we are live in MSI, but we will be live in MSI in a few seconds. So inviting everyone to head out to MSI Philippines gaming page. So inviting everyone to join us for the basics. So expect this will be basics, the basics and the essentials on how we can initially move on using Adobe Photoshop. So in this live stream, I will not be doing more of PowerPoint presentation. To have more time, we will head right away in Adobe Photoshop. So to those who are currently listening or tuned in, please head out to MSI's gaming page in Facebook. Good afternoon to Miss April Kirsten Laguerta. Good afternoon to all of our gamers. Ayun. I am now seeing Ian Celis. Parang walang audio sa page niya. So please head out to MSI's Facebook page. It's MSI Gaming. So this afternoon, we will be, aside from the freebies that MSI Philippines is going to share, freebies and giveaways on our side, we will also be raffling out LinkedIn Learning and the LinkedIn Career Premium subscription and an Adobe Associate Adobe examination voucher for you to be certified in Photoshop. So to those who are curious, LinkedIn Learning and the LinkedIn Career Premium subscription is valued at $90. So it's a 3 months subscription. And the voucher, I think the examination voucher for Adobe is 4,000 pesos. Are you going to make ano ba? You're going to make announcements pa naman, 'di ba? Ayan. All right. So waiting for MSI personnel as well to. Good afternoon, everyone. Mm. Ikaw ba kasama ko? Mm. So yeah, in a few minutes, we are about to begin for the very basics of Adobe Photoshop. So our target audience for today are those who have no idea yet about the power and the capability of Adobe Photoshop. Do we have Sinclair to make the introduction, or who will be joining me? Or gusto nyong banatan ko na? Okay. Sige. It should be ano pala. I am seeing ano, hindi natin na bago. Autodesk Education. Dapat ano, Adobe. Tay tayo. Paano? Paano? Exit muna ako dito sa chatroom natin, parang ganun. I'm gonna be stop sharing, ha. And okay, paano baguhin to, no? Change role. Paano baguhin to? Exit out ako dito. Paano yon? Leave meeting. Okay, tapos are you going to send me another a new link or ano? Sign in. Hindi pa eh. Paano to? Paano kaya yun? Hindi. Paano? Paano kaya ibahin yun? Good afternoon to our viewers in our educators. So this is to our educators, this is a repeat and enhancement of the previous Photoshop that we have. Pero po I will ibahin ko po ng konti, no, para may matutunan po kayong bago naman na kasi this is an essential training once more for Photoshop, catering our or influencing and inspiring our gamers to learn Photoshop as well. So we're trying to inspire and influence other waves of people who are currently in gaming. Ayan. So as you know, MSI is very, very popular in terms of laptops, computers for gaming. Or create new account. Paano yun? So we're just setting up no with MSI right now. Ayan, nagsiset up pa kami. Website. So to those who are watching us in YouTube, thank you for joining us. Ayan. Comment down below daw po kung anong oras matatapos yung EdTech. Let's go. Okay na ata. Nels, bladder break lang ako saglit.
Okay.
Baka may sabihin si ano, si Ira. Hmm.
Ayan, wait lang. Nag-restroom lang. Live ka na ba?
Ah,
Live ka na ba?
parang din sila magkano?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Sabi niya, your live soon.
Hello? Good afternoon, everyone. Hmm. Obvious, man. Oo. Laki ah. Lower di. Parang ano ah. Lower half eh, di na lower third. Okay lang yan. Ayan, game na daw. So good afternoon po ulit. Good afternoon to our friends in YouTube, our educators. So this is for our educators, partner educators, this is a repeat of Photoshop. Ayan. So we are currently live in MSI Facebook MSI's Facebook page. Ayan. So Sir Ai, ano? Ako na bahala. Pero mamaya, is there someone who's going to make announcements later na, no? Ikaw na lang. Wala na sila Ma'am Sinclair or sila, ano? Tayong dalawa lang. Yeah! Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome. I'm not sure if this is the first training session in MSI for Photoshop, so I'm not yet sure. But if this is, please confirm. Okay, so we have a very short time, so we will make this succinct as much as possible. So I will not give you jargons or technical jargons about Photoshop anymore. So with regards to those who are asking about outputs, we will check. We will check. So Ma'am Nelsie and our friends in MSI is in the background, no, answering your queries. Okay, so we're hoping you have downloaded Photoshop because I prefer everyone to follow along because it raises the learning curve, diba? More quickly, no? Instead of listening and watching, definitely after a few seconds you may be no, oblivious na to what were mentioned. Okay, so before we begin, I am currently connected with MechaniWeb. So MechaniWeb is an Autodesk learning partner. Okay, so we're also an Adobe reseller. So if you're interested and would like to be serious and ready to earn income or to generate revenue from your business together with Adobe. So we are here to help out everyone. And we are also an Autodesk and Adobe certification center. So if you're a student who is about to graduate or a professional that would like to shift career or just simply would like to elevate your career. So I would like to challenge you by taking up the Adobe certification exam. So we have many trainings, not only about Adobe. So feel free to check out Autodesk Community Philippines events page. Once more, we have a lot of free trainings, and yeah, we're giving away official Autodesk certificates of course completion. So again, the topic this afternoon is Photoshop and inviting everyone to join this brand new user group. So we want this training to be continuous and not hindi siya na porket natapos na po yung training natin here live stream tapos na, bahala na tayo sa isa't isa. So we would like to support you all the way yung learnings. So our volunteers, our partners, friends, ayan po no, are here to help you out. So I'm inviting everyone no to join us in Adobe Photoshop User Group Philippines. Ayan. Also Adobe Substance. Later I'll be sharing how it connects to Adobe. Okay, and in addition, inviting you to Digital Creatives Philippines. This group is all about digital creativity. So this is not exclusive for Autodesk and Adobe, but all softwares related to digital creativity. May it be Toon Boom, ZBrush. So inviting you to join us there as well. So we are currently 28,000 strong. So your ako po no your speaker, your sharer this afternoon. Ako po si my name po is Jomarc Baquiran. Ayan. Okay, so inviting you to connect with me via LinkedIn. Okay? So short ano daw, short credentials. Okay, I'm also mahilig din po ako na mag-aral like some of you or I hope most of you. So I get excited whenever I take exams. So I am currently certified as well. So I get to be certified in Autodesk and Adobe by taking exams. Ayan. So in addition, I'm also an Autodesk certified instructor. And I have took the exams as well for Adobe Premiere and After Effects. So in addition, relating this to the world of Adobe, I am also an Adobe Education leader, Adobe Education Trainer, and Adobe Campus leader po. Okay. So again, just to add, Photoshop, in terms of digital creativity, it relates to a lot of softwares and including ZBrush. So if you're interested to learn more about digital sculpting, inviting you also to our community of ZBrush. Okay, so finally, for those who are serious about video editing, so we have this special certificate and badge wherein you will get to be an Adobe certified video design specialist. Now, it has requirements po, no? It has 3 requirements which you have to take the exam, and pass the exam for visual effects and motion graphics using After Effects, video using Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop. Ayan, so if also you're interested to be a design specialist in visual design, so you have to take these exams as well. Ayan. Okay? Okay, so MSI is widely known for ano, 'di ba? For gaming. And there's a big synergy, okay, a big link between Adobe and Autodesk. So you're in for a treat po, no, today, because I will mostly be sharing ano, no, more about Photoshop and how it relates to other, like here, no, I am seeing an Autodesk software which is 3ds Max. Ayan. Okay, so ayan. So here I have an asset. Okay, an asset created in 3ds Max. So one of our top customers po, no, when it comes to game asset creation is Ubisoft. And I'm sure familiar po kayo dyan. Ayan. So this one is a game asset created in 3ds Max. So notice po, no, ayan, no, meron siyang texture. Okay? Ayan. So I'm gonna be clicking open UV editor. So itong UV editor na to is a projected, no? This 3D asset is projected to a plane, to a 2D plane. Okay? And this is where ano, no, one of the connections of Photoshop comes into place. Ayan. So with this, etong tile na to, no, etong 2D plane na to, yan nakikita nyo po na yan. That graphic, no, that image was created in Photoshop. Okay? So it was painted, created in Photoshop, and imported into a game asset. Ayan, like 3ds Max. And then from 3ds Max, for those who are not familiar on how games are made, no, from 3ds Max, ito na po ay probably dadalhin na to ano, no, your preferred, or to a game studios ano, no, preferred game engine. So yung mga nakapaglaro na ng Last of Us, they have their own game engine. Okay? So you can bring this to Unity. Ayan. To Unreal. So once more, ayan, no, that texture na nag-add ng cuteness, sabihin na lang natin cuteness. Kasi parang this is a stylized art, no? May it be cuteness, or you're trying to achieve photorealism, 'di ba? So in this instance, I am sharing to you that I have utilized Photoshop in creating a game asset going to 3ds Max, and may it be Unity or Unreal Engine. Ayan. So FYI to our mga pure gamers diyan na may little knowledge lang about game creation. So expect a lot of in-depth trainings to come together with MSI. So this is just a once more, no, yung mga familiar na po sa amin, this is just, I'm just showing you the table of contents. We're not yet skimming through the chapter 1. Okay? So we have a lot more to go. That's why, ayan, di ba, yung mga game development courses, ayan, 4 years yung mga yan. Okay? So I hope ayan, no. Can someone confirm na meron silang Photoshop nakabukas ngayon or papanoorin niyo lang ako? Ayan. So okay. So I have here Photoshop the version 2020. Okay? So for those who are not familiar, Adobe is in subscription model. So it's not perpetual. And I have encountered a lot po of CS6, CS3 users. Dati rin po, no, it took me around 3 years from CS6 before transitioning into the version of CC 2020. And there's a big improvement po talaga with regards to AI and selections. So in this short span of time, we will be covering once more the basics, enough for our audience na wala pong alam talaga sa Photoshop, to be Photoshop Photoshop conversant. Okay? And I will relate this into social media creation. Okay. Ayan. So no, I haven't I have launched Fusion tuloy. Photoshop now, okay? So I have the recent items here na I have played a while ago, okay? So again, let's begin. We have the option here to select new. Ayan, to select new, or I can open up a specific a file. Okay? And here I can also select this icon here, no? Create new. So let's try create new. Ito na lang. Okay, so same with Premiere, you may be daunted, no? It's kind of daunting na maraming lumabas, maraming mga panel, and there's a lot of options being showed here. So I'm sure for those who are conversant na, no, Premiere Pro, ayan, parang this is the same feeling as well. Okay? Good afternoon to our friends in Agusan del Norte. Ayan, so to add, no, what you're seeing right now, the whole real estate of my monitor, of my screen that you're seeing, because we're doing a screen capture of the whole screen, okay? So my monitor is currently set in 1920 by 1080, okay? In pixels. Okay, so sa mga hindi po familiar sa pixels, ayan, no, yan po yung maliliit na dots na napakaliit po, no? So kapareho under resolution, you're seeing 72. So there's 72 dot pixels per inch sa resolution. Okay? So not to be confused po, no, with resolution, I hope you can jot this down. Because the target of this training is for our friends, for our gamers who are initially into social media, meaning you're uploading content into the web. So the resolution, no, na masasabi ko for everyone that I'm mostly using is 72. Once more, again, no, if you're into posting social media lang naman, okay? So it's fair enough for 72 pixels per inch. Ayan. Okay? And later you'll be knowing more about the resolution. So if mas mataas yung resolution, okay, so definitely it will, your file size will grow in size. Okay? Ayan, so lalaki po yung file size natin. So 72 once more, by default, and the magic number. If you're into ako kasi nagpapaprint din kami ng mga tarpaulins with the next gen. Ayan. So sila, I don't know on other vendors, but sila, they prefer doing this in 300. Okay? In 300 pixels per inch. Ayan. Okay? So under this drop down, you have the option to select pixels itself. Okay? For example, you're into, the dimensions. You're trying to create a business card. Okay? So let's let's make a quick search of business card size. Ayan. So a business card is from Google, it's 88.9. Ayan, no? So we have here the option to be in millimeters, points, and picas. So I don't want to confuse you anymore, no? We will be focusing more on pixels, inches, centimeters, diba? In our later advanced sessions, we'll be dealing more with points. So not to confuse everyone who are absolute beginners, okay? So let's say I'm planning to create a business card with a dimension of 88.9, no? So again, the width, the height, the resolution is dependent po on what you are trying to achieve. Ayan, to obtain. Okay? So in this instance, I am seeing 88.9. No, for demonstration purposes, 50.8. And again, because I will be I'll be printing this one on a printer. Okay, physical po, no, and not digital. So suggesting 300 pixels per inch. So before I hit create, so that's just a demonstration purposes. Let me show you, there's a lot of options here as well, that will meet your desired output or what your intent is. So if your intent is to create a photo, to have it printed, you have a photo printer. So nandito na po siya. Ayan. So under photo, 'di ba? I am seeing 3R, 6R, 7R. Okay? And then there's an additional here in 2020 na meron na siyang templates, presets, okay? Ayan. So for those who are will utilize Photoshop for creating prints. Ayan. So we have here the sizes for letter, ayan, legal, tabloid, A4, and you can view the additional presets then. Ayan, for art and illustration, web, okay? So again, you're seeing 1920. Ayan. So because, 'di ba, mostly our monitors nowadays typically ang resolution niyan ay 1920 by 1080. So yung mga nakakarinig po ng 4K resolution, ayan, no. So definitely mas malaki. And ako po kasi I am also a content creator. I also create videos in YouTube. So ako, this is just my personal preference. Whenever I'm creating thumbnails, ayan, so I utilize the HD format, which is 1280 by 720. Ayan, no. And the reason for that is I feel that the world nowadays, hindi pa siya ready sa ganung kalaking resolution. And maraming like us here in the Philippines, marami pong walang internet pa, 'di ba? So If you'll be checking out ayan, no, the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, all of my videos initially now are still at 1280, and it helps your no, your viewer kasi hindi mas malaki yung download na mangyayari. Ayan. Okay? So, going back, instead of creating that that business card, no, let me get back. Let's say we are going to create a document, ayan, or a brochure. So let's select A4. So kita nyo dito, no, it updated in 2 millimeters. So 210 by 297. Okay, so yan po yung mga defaults, no. Saka na po muna, no, we'll be talking more about this stuff. So our goal here is to get everyone up and running with Photoshop with just the default settings. So if you're following along, no, I check A4. I'm in A4 size and a resolution of 300. Ayan. Okay, so again, depends on your output or what your client is requesting you. Okay, so I'm going to hit create. Ayan. Okay, so here initially, no, ayan, no, this is the top toolbar. We have here the sides, which we will be utilizing most of the time, no, yung mga tools at the left, and then nandito yung mga color swatches natin by default, and most importantly, no, ayan, the layers. Okay, so if you have played with the interface of Photoshop, okay, you can head back to window under workspace. Ayan, no? So we have a lot of workspaces here as well, no, catering uh, what job or what needs you're into. Okay, so I hope I'll be moving my my camera. I'm panning my camera on the right, no, just to add. So what you're seeing at my back is a graphics tablet. So it's a Wacom Cintiq. Ayan. So I'm just sharing, no, if you're into painting using Photoshop, ayan, definitely I'll be suggesting you utilize a graphics tablet. So again, catering to your needs. May it be, yes, nakapag 3D din po tayo sa Photoshop. We can even also do 3D printing, just to share, and 3D printing and the video. Ayan po, no? So just in case na iba, no, under window workspace, feel free to select reset essentials. Ayan. So moving back, ayan, my camera. Okay. So learn, let's remove na this, no? I'll be selecting this for horizontal lines and close. Okay, same with the library. Ayan. Okay. Yeah, so just to add, I want you know, of course, notice, no, in my my cursor, though, the icon is different, so it's perspective crop tool. So I want you to always revert back to make it a habit. Kasi in the future, if you're planning to transition into Premiere, ayan, or After Effects, no, from here, moving from here onward, I want you to be in the habit of going back to the Move tool. Ayan. So the shortcut key At yung itsura nung icon ng move tool natin is yan. It's a black arrow with the cross arrows, ayan, no? So again, the shortcut is V. Okay? Ayan. So again, just to add, I'm going to hit tab. Okay? So by hitting tab and tab once more, I am cycling through, no? It removes the panels on the left and right, the toolbars and panels on the left and right. Okay, it's tab. So I hope everyone is also jotting the keyboard shortcuts, because from here po, no, I'll be sharing keyboard shortcuts most of the time to you, again, to get you up and running with Photoshop. So I'm hitting tab to cycle through, and if I hit F, okay, I am cycling through once more, diba? From F ulit, no? I'm in full screen mode. Okay? Full screen mode. So, you're probably curious paano tanggalin itong ano, no? I have sa gilid, I have this ruler. Okay? So it also serves as a guide. So if you would like to have future edits, so nagkataon, no, I'm in pixels, no? If you hover over this ruler, just to add, you can right click and select millimeters or percent. Okay, so later we'll be dealing with that more. Ayan, so if you want to remove rulers, okay, you like to present your final